Live.
Welcome back, valued viewers, to Crush Improv Plays D&D Adventure 2, Episode 13. Joined tonight by a full crew: Dan, Brooke, Christine, Jordan, and Al. Everybody doing fine here in 2022, or at least I am. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hey.
Hey.
Good. Ready to roll.
Oh, nice. A crowd full of Joey Tribbiani's there. So, and when last... that was a good segue. When last we left, we had a big event at the Flounder Pounder. There were a lot of fun things that happened. Norman's feeling pretty worked over. The next morning, there was a brunch, there was food. A note came in from Anders suggesting that your quarry, the Sea Ghost, has been spotted off the coast south of the Macaster Mansion. And you went over there to have a chat with him, and that, I think, is where we left things. So, is there any recap we need to do before that, or do you want to dive on in to push the action forward? Chair recognizes Brooke.
Excellent. May I confirm I did use one of my portents to put Fireball into my...
Oh, you certainly did. You bent those rules exceptionally well.
I did not bend rules. I merely used the rules to my advantage.
True. The rules were well and truly used. They feel a little dirty afterwards.
I know feelings.
Chair recognizes Jordan.
Oh, thank you, Chair. I have nothing to say.
Oh, I thought you waved your hand as if you wanted, or you were just saying hello. Very nice.
Oh, I was doing this. Dive in. You asked if we're going to dive in.
Are you sure there's nothing you want to add now that the spotlight is...
Well, now that I have the time, I have some political statements I'd like to make. Just get my binder here. Okay, here's my manifesto. No, let's go ahead.
Excellent. So you march down the, let's see, Anatolia's house is there, and the Solar Mansion is down there. So you go maybe, let's see, I can even do the math here. It's around 800 feet. So that's not much of a walk. So you go down the way and you pass some lovely looking mansions. I don't know if I even told you what the weather is like this fine morning. It is middling. There's a bit of a mist on the ground.
Is that because you rolled a 10?
I rolled middling, actually, a 43 from 100. So 1 being disgustingly awful, 100 being amazing.
It's middling. I love it.
Andrew down in Louisiana congratulates Brooke on leveling up your gameplay, because 90% of D&D is exploiting the rules.
Thank you very much.
So, let's get some music playing. Thank you, Al, for reminding me. Ambiance, play.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly playing?
So are we going to the mansion?
Excellent.
Like, is the plan to go to the mansion?
Solmar Mansion?
The Solmar Mansion, yes.
All right.
Indeed. So you are greeted... Oh, yeah, this all happened. You were greeted by a fellow there. Do I even have him? Maybe
I thought we already talked to him.
Do I have... maybe I don't have him here, but I should probably tell you who he is. Anders...
Seeing something that I'm not?
No, it's still the map. I'd never changed anything there. So he's a tall, lean, tan guy with short silver hair. Looks very much the picture of... he has a lot in common with Jenkins, actually. Your butler at Anatolia's mansion. He is very proper. He brings you up to see Anders. Anders is very happy to see you, and then he basically told you exactly everything that was in the note that he sent you. So what would you like to do? He offered refreshments, and Scarin went off to get them. Scarin is the name of his butler. But I don't know whether you wanted anything. I don't think it's salient. What would you like to do or ask or no?
What would he... Well, if we see the Sea Ghost, does he want us to take it down?
So what the town council had essentially charged you with, or at least given you the opportunity to do as a service for them, at which they would pay you, would be to track down the Sea Ghost, this pirate ship full of nefarious smugglers, and take them into custody or otherwise cease their operations. They don't like the fact that these smugglers are stealing the town's stuff and moving it away from the town or selling it to people who are not law-abiding citizens. And the merchants don't like it much either.
Do we have any sense at this point whether this is connected to our main mission, which is to get the Glonda ship back?
I don't know if there has been such a sense.
But we maybe... do we have a feeling that some of the same people might be involved?
Well, I do.
Their reputation?
I think it might be part of some sort of network. I've watched the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, Jordan, so I'm pretty... I don't want to say I'm an expert, but these pirates often are in league with one another.
I'd say you're an expert.
I was just about to say, I think
you.
It's reasonable to...
I don't want to say it, but if you're going to say it, I'm going to accept it. You know? Thanks. It's a lot.
Oh, no.
You love me. You really love me.
I just wonder if it's connected, right? Because Fascatan seems like he's up to no good taking... What's your ship called again? Sorry, Glonda.
The
Wyvern.
Wyvern.
It wouldn't be a session if you didn't ask.
Yeah. I'm putting it in our notes because we always ask.
Probably in there already.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm putting it in the names of things thing because
I'm going to rename the document the Wyvern Crush.
And I'll never find it when I have to search for it.
Do you want to go to the McAllister's mansion?
Yeah,
that's where that boy's alone.
Hold on. If we're going there, though, so if we're going to the McAllister mansion, I think we'd sort of talked about this at the end of our last thing, I think, about
McAllister.
Having...
I know.
Okay. Well, he said McAllister, too, and I wasn't here last time, so I'm like, what?
No, I'm being an idiot. By accident.
If we want to have... Do we want to have a ship at sea with Glonda at the helm, ready to pounce from the sea, with another group on land, using the signaling code to maybe draw it into a trap?
So Anders would have told you that Lord Lassiter has very reluctantly made a small skiff available for you, a small sailing skiff. So if you do want a vessel that actually works, because you're the one you came in on, you had that combat and you gave it to Moloch to fix up, still in dry dock, not ready to go anywhere.
I don't know if we are familiar enough with... I think we'd have to have a trap plan set up beforehand, Terragar.
Well, let's set it up.
What would that look like?
I'm thinking we have the signal codes, right? To say all clear, come on in. Yeah. They come into that little cove.
Well, we should ask our mariner. I mean, we do have somebody with maritime experience.
I'm thinking the land part. I'm just thinking the land part.
Yeah,
he's a land guy.
We signal them in, we draw them in, say there's cargo to be picked up, they come in, and then Glonda swoops in behind with her ship, and we've got them hemmed in. That's what I was thinking.
I love it.
Let's do it.
Dynamite.
Is the little skiff we have big enough, or will this ship just like ram us and just get out?
Do we want to run this idea by Anders and see if he's like, that's a stupid idea?
Yeah, what if this is just a ship for boarding? Like if this
I like to hear the ship part, because we have magic on the ship that might prevent it from just running it over. In fact, it being small may help us keeping it concealed as well.
So the ship that Lassiter has provided for you is a single-masted sailing vessel. It is unarmed. It'll transport around 10 people uncomfortably. And the Sea Ghost is the last sighting, the the message that came back was, if it is indeed the Sea Ghost, it was just a vessel that was looking very suspiciously off the coast to the south of McCaster Mansion. And it didn't stick around, by the way. It showed up in the evening, and it made a few light signals, and then it then stayed around an hour, and then it sailed off. But it was
one mast, two masts?
2 masts, and fairly large. So definitely larger than the vessel that Lassiter has given you to use.
What about this? What about this same idea, but instead of the ship, I cast the water walking on everybody because it lasts 24 hours. Right, Andrew?
I believe it might last a little less time.
I also have water breathing, so we could come from the bottom and drill holes into.
How long does it take to walk there on the water?
No, well, we could. No, but if
we run out of time, just
1 hour, Dan.
Same idea, but we walk on the water behind the ship as it's going in, and again, it's the concept of surprising them from the front and the back. We're ambushing,
sneak on.
Hitting them on their flanks, as they say.
Water walk lasts for 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay, so we would cast it right before. We would walk out to the mansion on land.
I think the ambush idea is amazing, in just that if we go to the area, we do the signals that we've learned to try to bring it in. And even if I cast slow on the ship, they're not going to get away very quickly. Or if we cast, we can stink it like something that prevents them from exiting. That could be very helpful, right?
We can make a big show of it too by like drop some radiant bolts, let them know we made business.
Yeah.
Like make a play those intimidating cards.
How many
I agree. And
people would be
we'll have to board them at some point, won't we?
Yeah. I think they'll be pretty bored.
How many people are typically on a ship like this? What would a typical crew be on a ship of this size?
Glonda tells you that it would probably be around minimum a dozen, maximum 3 or 4 dozen.
But they're not warriors. They're smugglers, maybe with guns. Wait, guns? Do they have guns?
Guns aren't a thing yet.
I'm picturing a pirate fight. I'm so sorry. I'm
might have a couple lasers.
Pirates. Maybe lasered swords.
Maybe cool crossbows, but not guns yet.
Of course. Wow, my brain is in a different world right now. Of course they don't frickin' have guns. God.
Do they have a landing net for a TIE fighter? Because if they do, guys, let's just stay away. Those TIE fighters are vicious.
AT-ATs? Let's hopefully not have any of those.
Scout Walker pulls up, going towards the mansion.
All right,
that'd be
let's
so
do
cool.
it. Anyway. Let's quit tacking about it. Let's go get her done.
Yeah?
I agree.
Yeah.
We like that plan?
Yeah.
Okay, well, one last piece then. Who's going which way? Who's in the cave? Who's walking behind on the water?
Well, we'll need Galanda on the boat.
I agree.
Yeah, Salmor mentioned that Lassiter has given you this boat, but he hasn't voluntold any crew to actually use it.
Well, are we using the boat though?
I thought we were coming at them from both sides.
Well, I think, because remember this cave, this cove, we can access through the mansion, right? Like there's that underground. Yeah. So if 2 or 3 of us went that way and we're waiting in there, the other 2 could walk on the water around to the cove entrance from the sea. And they wouldn't be looking behind them for 2 people walking on water to scale up the boat, perhaps, and be on the boat before they even realize what's happening. They'd be divided at that point too.
So we should just have the boat ready in case they make a break for it. Right.
We could. Yes, that's a good idea. Yeah. Yes, I like that idea. So the question is then, who is going to walk on the water and scale the ship? Glonda and Norman?
I think
I'll stay on
my sword.
Couple of G's.
I ought to go on the boat too.
Okay, so the 3 of you go on the boat, and then Nim and I are in the cave waiting. I can act as your shield, and you've got your heavy magic that you could hit them with if need be. Does that make sense?
And our tactical plan is to just basically say surrender, or we're gonna
mess you up,
incapacitate you all, basically.
I think
by order of the city council.
Yeah, we let them get off
mercenaries.
Their ship.
Another thing that Glonda would know is this cove at the mansion isn't big enough for the Sea Ghost or a ship that size to come in. They would definitely be sending in a smaller boat to move any cargo.
Goonies. So this is right. So they're gonna have a rowboat come in. So they're gonna have a rowboat coming in. Nim and I could easily take them while the three of you scamper up the ship.
Or no, we clearly bonk the rowboat people on the heads, take their place, lead the ship in.
Yes.
And then something happens.
What do you mean lead the ship in?
Or is that what I...
No, we would have to go back. Yeah, because the Sea Ghost can't
the
get into the cove. So if we're going to board it, we literally have to be boarding it.
It's the rowboat, I think.
Hey, Christine, can you only make people invisible, or could you make our whole boat invisible?
I can make a cube invisible.
Like a Rubik's Cube?
This is big enough for a few people. It would...
Let me check my rules.
So,
if we're going to get them, we're going to have to get them on the water, but we could try to pull them close by doing the signals.
Yeah.
I mean, I also have water breathing.
I think that might be better, Brooke.
Yeah, I can make a 30-foot cube. What?
Oh, yeah. What do we... For what?
My
invisibility.
My tiny hut.
But that's not invisible, is it?
Wait a minute. You created a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside of a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees it have to make a saving throw. Wait, what? I thought we were all... I thought that was my hidden one. Do I have a different one? Oh man, I saved the same I clicked the wrong thing. I make a 10-foot radius dome immobile, so it doesn't move.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it can't be
That's the word I needed. Sorry, I clicked it and then it showed me the one underneath. It's like a different spells. Excuse me.
Might it make more sense then to use your underwater breathing so that the others can go underwater? They could get to the sea dog discreetly, and then we still draw the rowboat into the cove, take out those people. We could then, whoever's in, if it's Nim and I, we then take the rowboat back out to the sea dog. When the rowboat gets back to the sea dog, that's when we try to take the ship. That's what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to take the ship.
Yeah, and I can cast. It's a level 3 spell, and when I cast it, it's good for 24 hours, and it's up to 10 people. So I can cast it on all of us,
have it.
So that we can all be water breathers if we need to be. And I guess that could allow us to be stealthy in that regard.
Interesting.
Anders is like, he's enticed by this adventure talk. You can tell that this isn't something that he does, and Scarin nudges him once or twice, saying, "The meeting, sir," and he's like, "No, it's fine. I'll be a little late. It's fine. Go on."
Does he have any suggestions for this motley crew that seems to be going in circles?
No, I think we're progressing. This is good.
Okay,
this is good.
Fair.
Strategizing.
All we need is the first part of the plan.
Yeah, well, that's right. Because
Exactly.
we're guaranteed to have our end goal is to take the ship. We're talking about how we're going to get on it without being noticed. I've got it. Here's what we do. We use your underwater thing. We have a group already in the water by the ship. We need to lure that boat in. If it takes a few people out, great. Actually, we could all be in the cavern then. We could all be in the cavern. We lure the ship in. We take those people out. Either we bind them up or whatever. Then we all slip into the water, and we go out.
We put on their clothes.
No, because we're going to be underwater. We're going to be underwater.
I have invisibility.
That's what I was asking you about. But that's immobile?
That's just for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can make myself invisible, or I think a creature I touch, but I don't think I can do it to more than one person at a time.
Yeah, you might be able to upcast it, but I don't know whether you got the spell slots for that.
So there's the vote. Do we split up, or do we all go as a unit? lure them into the
I say
cave.
2 people masquerade as the rowboat folks, and meanwhile everybody else sneaks on.
Well, if we all have underwater, if we all have
underwater,
if we all have underwater breathing
to the boat, and then can like climb up over the side.
Sure, man.
Okay, cool. Let's go with it. That's good.
All right.
So Nim and I are in the cove, and the rest of you are in the water.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna steal somebody's clothes.
So you're with me. You're with me then.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'll go underwater.
Yes.
Yes.
So the 2 of you will be clothes stealers, and we'll be waters.
I think I'll have to walk on water. Andrew, can I swim with my heavy gear?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, then you need to be in the boat with the water walk.
Okay, so I'll go I'll steal the boat with Al or use our skiff.
Yes, and I'll be with Glonda and Nim.
Okay.
Girls' night out.
Just to answer the question of invisibility, Christine, you have invisibility as a 2nd level spell. If you cast it with a 3rd level spell slot, you can make yourself and another person invisible. So every additional level of spell slot you use, you can make an additional person. So if you eventually have like 5th level spell slots and you cast it at 5th level, you can make yourself and 3, 4, 5. You can make the 4 of you invisible. So that's how that works.
So, okay. It's currently in level 2, and I have up to level 3 spells. Could I cast it as level 3, even though it's in my level 2?
Yes.
Cool. So I can make one person invisible.
In addition to yourself.
In addition to myself.
A lot of spells are like that. Like they have one effect if you cast them at the level they are, but then if you cast them at higher spell slot levels than they need, they give you bonus effects.
Right. Cool. So one person could become invisible. Offer
Nim.
me money.
No, make Nim invisible.
No, offer me money.
Oh.
I paid for a stupidly expensive bakery experience with you.
This is true. You can be invisible.
Because I can turn into animals, right? So.
All right, so I will cast...
Maybe a fish?
Maybe a rat.
A little shark?
Oh,
not yet.
Cute idea.
Soon, but not yet.
A parrot.
I can't fly yet either. That'd be...
Oh, that's right. And I'll leave Petrie. I'll have Petrie with you guys. So
Man, your ability
so that I can be able to, like, see what's going on your end. Yeah. Norman and Jojo. I'll give you Petrie so that I can like see.
We'll be on Team Rowboat.
Yeah, and actually, you'll have a small notepad and a pencil. And if I turn into Petrie and I start scraping a word on the paper with her feet, then you know,
we might forget that that's you. We might just think it's a wild bat who's been able to write.
I'll remember.
Thanks, Norman.
Okay, I have changed the map back to the haunted house. So if I have this correctly, you are all there. So just move yourselves to wherever you want to be. The cove part is to the right of it. When you get there, you see that there are a pair of guards warming themselves around a fire. It is your guards. These are salt marsh guards that have been keeping a watch. When you get there, they tell you that they haven't seen the ship. If they did, one of them would send the other one back to town. But right now, they're just sort of sharing some cider and tales and keeping an average watch. You do notice you didn't get a real good look at the house when you left it because it was a friggin' awful storm. But as you've come back, you see that the entire right-hand side of it has collapsed, as I have mentioned or shown on the map there. Oh. So you are able to go inside and go back down. They did manage to sort of pull up some of the back stairs so they could have access to the cove without having to go around and down. And that's how they got the stuff out, the crates of weapons and the casks of brandy and the bolts of silk. So you can easily get back down there to the cove if you want.
Okay.
All right. So am I right?
Someone needs to go upstairs and signal.
I thought that's what you were doing.
Well, I'm going out to the ship now. So one of you two has to do that.
What was
this is a real Terragars 5 going on.
Nemrilian, Glonda, and I are going to be going out to the ship. What I'm going to do is I'm going to transform into a small animal so I'm not noticed. I'll have the underwater breathing.
Okay, so Dan, you're talking about the boat that Lord Lassiter has given you. You're going out to that one and sort of waiting out there. Is that what I'm getting?
No, once we're going to wait by the cove.
Yeah, we'll hide in the cove behind a rock. Right. Whenever that happens, we'll be ready and we'll jump.
Understood.
Put on their clothes and then go. But pretend like we're there.
Nimmerillion, Glonda, and I are going to be going underwater to the Sea Dog when it arrives somewhere in the bay. So you guys are going to signal.
That won't be like too far out, right? That'd be like 500 meters out or something.
We don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we'll have to play it by ear, right? I think we wait and see what happens, and then we adjust.
And us, Team Rowboat, if they're too far out, we're going to try and bring them in as close as we can.
Before we split up, I'm going to cast water breathing.
Okay. You all have the interesting sensation and know now that you can... Well, you have it on Brooke's good authority that you could breathe water.
Can we see outside of the cove?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. At the cove level, you got a very much at sea level view of the bay to the south. Okay, so if you are in the cove, move your token to it. If you are not in the cove or in the water at the far distance, move your character, somewhere to the south of that. But if you are in the vicinity of that of the cove, that's what I need to know right now. So I'm assuming
who's doing the signal.
Yeah,
well, one of you two. Well, either you or Norman are signaling because you're going to stay in the house when the rowboat comes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we all going to be in the cove, and then we'll walk into the water and start swimming when we see the ship arriving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we invisible yet? Did that happen? I didn't knock it off my thing. I wasn't sure if we did that.
You can do that to us now. If you come over by the cove, you can do it to us now.
Okay.
I can't move cove? Petrie, Andrew.
Sorry, I thought I gave Petrie to you.
Andrew, how good of a swimmer would a rat be?
Marginal. You can move Petrie just fine.
I'm doing it now. I know. Yeah. I thought I needed support.
Okay, so
you got this.
I'll do the signal. Where do I gotta be?
Upstairs?
Yeah, it's in the bedroom.
From the light?
I'll show you. I think I remember where it was. I think it was here. And then the signal was, I have to find that. So we want to signal.
Yeah, I have that ready here. We want to do shore has cargo for Sea Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shore, long, long, long.
Okay. So is everybody where they want to be?
Not just yet.
Where is... Okay, you guys are on the... Come in the water with me, girls. It's warm.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's not.
Wait, you can't see us.
It's not warm at all, actually.
Yeah, why did that
it's very cold.
Creepy when I said that. I didn't mean for it.
Yeah, maybe we should wait. Otherwise,
because you said girls, I think. Come in the water with me, girls.
Girls. And I'm wearing a backwards cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were real poochy.
Yeah. I'm a bro.
Yeah, the water is about 8-9 degrees Celsius.
Oh. Oh.
So you can be in it for as long as you want. I might start requiring constitution checks, though.
Oh. Well, we didn't plan for that.
Are there issues with... Are we going to get cold?
Yeah, if you were in there for a prolonged period of time, like, I don't know, the time it takes for you to walk across the seabed to a moored ship, that might be...
Have to wait. Let's wait and see what happens when we signal the ship in.
And it would also be helpful if you could get dry once you got out of the water.
If we had whale blubber, we could put it on our skin.
I have the fire thing that I can do.
Oh, my goodness.
But I'm really fucking bad at it.
All right, let's go. Let's signal the ship.
I should mention the wave action right now is calm. It is not super beat up. So there's some waves, but it's not. The seas are not angry. Okay, some time passes, and
have I done the thing yet?
Well, you're up there in the house, and let's have you roll a perception check. That always is a good way to start a game.
Oh.
What's your total roll?
So that's a 13 public roll, and I'll add my perception check of 0.
So it's a good old 13. So you and the guards do not see for the first bit of the day. It's in the afternoon, and scanning across, you do not see a hide nor hair of the sea ghost, or any boat really. That's you do see some boats travel, some sailing vessels go up and down the coast, but nothing sets up shop to the south in wait. Nothing of a two-masted variety.
They're waiting for dark.
Could be. You probably pass the time munching on some rations, swapping stories, talking about the great time you had last night at the Flounder Pounder. How much information does Norman share about his escapades?
That's a good question. I'm going to roll for it.
Wait, is it? Well, it's the middle of the road.
Right down the middle.
So,
Middling.
I say not the best I've ever had, but certainly not the worst.
Hey-o!
Al, more awesome?
Not the best that I... I barely remember it. I drank 2 helpings of the drink, and I assume all kinds of amazing adventures happened, but in reality, I got robbed.
Norman, do you think you're going to marry Nicole?
I would if I could find her, but just took off.
What's her story?
I don't remember, but she's the woman of my dreams.
You've been having dreams about her, like Tergar's been having dreams of that woman from the council?
No, I meant more metaphorically and not in the literal sense as you've had.
John Geronite, have you been collecting rocks again?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm upstairs.
He's separated by about 3 levels.
Is he upstairs still?
Yeah, well, I'm assuming he comes back and down every once in a while to let you know when he's on. Yeah. Or maybe Petrie is making a run, sending messages back and forth.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sending little post-its.
Okay. Watch this if nothing happens. All this
good. This is my Norman's best life.
Yes. I will say John Geronite feels a sense of unease as he goes up and down those stairs, and it happens as he's approaching this area up in here. Boom, pinged. That is as he's passing by that room that he went in before where all the skeletons were. Mm-hmm. Definitely getting some bad juju vibes from in there.
Did we kill those, or did we hemmed the door in, didn't we?
It's the door marked danger, and you blocked it right back up again. And every time he passes by that door to tell you that he hasn't discovered anything up in the house, there's his hair, the back of his neck, those hairs go crickle, crickle.
Right.
Just to remind you. Okay, so time passes and night falls. The guards are replaced by other guards, and they pick up the slack. They continue to look out, and eventually John Geronite on the second floor does note a blinking light in the distance.
All right. Well, long.
Okay.
That's our motto is long.
So what you are seeing at blink is long, short.
Oh, I saw long, short.
That's what it is blinking.
So I'm going to go short, long.
Okay, there is a pause, and then eventually it blinks. What does it blink? It doesn't blink anything. Some time passes.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And it blinks back. Long.
Okay.
It's on.
Okay.
Long.
Yeah, it is on.
It is on. Like long.
They're bringing cargo in as well.
Yep.
They think they're picking up and dropping off. Super dupes. It's a good drug deal.
A good drug deal.
Are they expecting us to like meet them halfway, or does anybody know how these deals usually go down?
I would assume they're going to come into this cavern because all the barrels that we found there before.
Right. Yeah. Of course. Okay.
Everybody make a perception check for me.
Cool.
Al, that's so classic.
All right, hang on.
Hang on, wait a minute. It's doing that thing.
He's not doing that thing. You all rolled shitty.
I can't roll.
But
What the?
And Jordan rolled a lot, so
he rolled straight 16s.
he rolled all the 16s.
I got new real dice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You're allowed. The system has allowed you to roll like complete terrible people.
I'm 19.
8. I got an
Andrew.
8.
You got an 8. Sweet.
19.
We had perception.
So Tergar
I have
and
plus 8
John
perception.
do note a small boat is crossing. A small mist has started to pick up in the end of the day, and a small rowboat. Well, not small, actually, pretty large, about 20 feet long-ish, is wending its way from the source of the blinking light.
Okay, so should we wait? Should we hide and one person sort of sits out and pretends to be the guy?
Yeah, I think we execute that plan that we have so carefully thought out, where we ambush the people on the rowboat, steal their costumes.
Yeah.
At the rate it is traveling, it will probably be here in the next 10 minutes.
Okay, we can all hide. Like Glonda and I are already invisible, so we can just keep being there. That way we can all help do the ambition. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. The ambush.
So we wait.
Yeah.
You said ambition.
Thank you. I was like, that doesn't sound right.
We got to do some ambushing around here.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, all right.
Southern accent.
I'm a mess.
Okay.
Should I come down, do you guys think? Or
yes,
should
come
I stay
down
up here?
Yeah.
Come down.
Okay, I'm going to very gingerly walk past the row of unmade beds.
Should we hide then? I think we all stay here and help with this ambush, and then we split up with Joe, John, and Norman in the rowboat, and myself and my 2 warrior friends underwater. Or because then we can hit them from 2 sides on the ship.
You and your girls.
I don't want to say girls anymore. I'm just going to call you my warrior friends.
Am I coming with you? I thought I had to drive the boat.
Hey, you're with me. We're going underwater.
Yeah, we're going to walk to the boat. Yeah.
Merlin and you and I are going underwater to the boat. Can we see how far away the Sea Dog is from us?
So your perception was pretty good. John Geronite's pretty good. You estimate it's probably about 500 meters out.
Perfect. Okay, so it's walkable or swimmable or whatever.
The boat's going to be creepy if nobody...
It's a 15-minute
I'm
community.
invisible.
And technically invisibility lasts for an hour. I'm going to give you a gimme that you decided you would wait until you saw the sea ghost before casting.
Very reasonable.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
And maybe can you give me a gimme for the breathing thing too, since we waited for like 12 hours before we went?
I will also let that happen, sure.
Before that boat arrives, I think we should not all be there sitting out in the open.
Well, there's currently only 3 of you sitting out there in the open because Christine and I are going to be invisible.
No, we're
true.
Oh, you're in the. Oh, right. Okay, perfect.
And I'm hiding around the corner by the rocks.
Okay, so it's just
you and
JoJo, which makes sense because JoJo is the diplomat in the group.
Okay, so I would like Gnorman to roll stealth for me, please.
Oh, heck yes.
It's a chance for you to redeem yourself and make an awesome roll.
So much stealth. Splash, 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 splash.
But to be fair, you rolled twice as well as you did last time.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Cool. So eventually you hear the splish splash of of oars being rowed, not the splish splash of Norman finding his way. Probably what happened is you were like doing that thing where you put your eyes below water, and it was very cool until you're like, wait, I can't breathe underwater, and you went, and then you realized, wait, I can breathe underwater, and you're having a lot of adjustment issues to being underwater, and it's freaking cold. So that's probably a factor.
And I saw a little snake swim by, and it threw me off my game.
Very much probably the case. All right. Eventually, the boat gets to within 10 meters of the cove, and you can see it's being rowed by two swarthy-looking fellows, and it eventually pulls up into the cove, and they sort of are looking around sort of expectantly for people there and don't see them.
Wait, don't.
Oh, they're wearing great costumes.
I thought they do see
can't
JoJo
wait.
and.
Can I come out around the corner and say, "Gentlemen," and roll my persuasion?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, no. It's
The
happening.
A-team is on it. Don't worry. It's all part of the plan.
That's too many ones again.
That's
now, when I see the look in their eyes,
yeah, and you hear me splashing from behind.
Can I then say now?
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
All right, let's roll initiative, and this will truly settle whether or not
I'm officially using my dice for the rest of this.
That's allowed. Okay, this is truly awful rolling here.
Yeah, so I don't know what'll happen.
That means towards the end we'll be getting better rolls.
Amazing.
Okay, yeah. I got a 13 there.
Yeah, I guess this one's not.
Look at my new dice.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Oh, those are nice.
Oh.
So you are using those, Christine?
I rolled on the computer, so I'll take this roll and then I'll use these afterwards.
Okay. 13 is my initiative. Or wait, do we add?
Add initiative.
Yeah, add your net.
Okay, so
8 plus 9.
Okay, what is my current hit points? 41.
All right.
My initiative is 1.
We will start this big excitement with Glonda at 17.
Okay.
Can you explain what these guys look like? And
they look lean and haggard and are wearing some torn leather, what looks to be like leather armor that nobody would want to wear, but they get to wear it because it's all that was left. They are wielding short swords, which is what happened when John Geronite came around the corner and made a very menacing persuasion that looked like he was going to attack them. So they reacted poorly and drew their weapons and looked like they might think about doing him harm. But then you all seem to be going before they did. So they haven't decided what they're going to do yet. We start with Glonda, who gets to decide what she's going to do.
Interesting.
I'm going to... Since we're invisible, can I grab Nim and pull her away?
So you can do anything that's not an attack and remain invisible. So as long as your grabbing of her is not, if it's more of an encouragement, and certainly you can. So let me do that.
I'll explain what I'm thinking. Is I want to move a little bit farther away, and I want Nim to move away as well. So then I can use Thunderwave on them.
Well. When we use an attack, do we become visible and that's done, or we then? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe
I'm being a great distraction. You have a great distraction here, so don't even worry about being invisible.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even know. I'm going to move a little bit. I'm going to move. If Nim doesn't move, that's fine. I'm going to, instead of Thunderwave, I'm going to use Shatter.
Good old Shatter.
And I'm going to use it kind of in the middle of where they are, and then because it's a 10-foot cube, so it's not going to hit.
They're not going to hear that in the boat, will they? In the sea.
Oh, it's loud. As I recall, it's pretty loud.
So we gotta be stealthy.
Okay, good to know.
It probably will also not do great things to that boat.
Yeah, we want a kind of a turn off the lights.
Yeah, like
I
a rogue. This would be where the rogue
fight.
really.
Okay,
Once they
understood.
see what they're up against.
Well, they
I'm
take
not
out
sure
their swords.
Yeah, but they don't really. They think it's just JoJo.
And me.
Yeah,
But I've got a plan.
now.
I'm splashing.
Yeah, he said now.
I said now, and so
It's like that scene in Ghostbusters where it's like, "Get her, Ray."
Yeah.
The ghost in the library. No, I've got a plan. I'm charging towards them. I'll probably only arrive there once you're all done your turn.
Yeah, I think we the three of us can handle it. If you guys want to stay invisible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay.
that.
Can I use cantrip minor illusion? Will they be able to see me if I do that? I just want to put something spooky in front of them.
I think you could do that. Tell me what you want to do.
I was thinking like a ghost of like someone from their past, like an old lady or something, and it's just like, ah! And then
Their second grade teacher, Mrs.
yeah, something like
McGillicuddy,
that. Yeah, I just wanted to do a little spooks.
who told them that if they didn't do their spelling, that one day they would end up in leather rags on the high seas, up to no good.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I can do an image, a quick image.
you can certainly do an image. So describe what your quick image is.
It's going to be a blurry image of a old wrinkly woman's face who's wearing a bandana just like theirs, going, "Get out!"
Or mouthing the words, as you can choose one of the senses. So
Okay, mouthing the words.
excellent.
Wind mount?
I don't have gout.
I don't have gout.
No, I'm not very good at
This is
this,
Lady
am I?
Splash,
up.
splash, splash, splash.
It's a long splash. Nimmeralian next to 15.
Cool. I'll also do a quick little backaroony. And I think if we're just like playing it chill, I might just use Mage Hand so that in case they do come swinging, I'm just resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks. So it's just a little protective measure.
Mage Armor, perhaps? Or is it?
Yeah. Well, this says Mage Hand, but probably Mage Armor because that's the thing that I would like to do. And I thought that I had it because that's what it says in my description.
Mage Armor. Well, I don't think it's Mage Hand. That doesn't do anything. That makes it an invisible hand that you can use to move and manipulate things.
Then what have I quoted? Just a second.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Just a second. I'm going to find it.
Sure. So you cast that
Blade
spell.
Ward. I'm casting Blade Ward. And
totally different than Mage Hand, yeah.
And I must have. I just have been like, I don't use Mage Hand, and I updated everything except for the name of the spell. So Blade Ward it is.
Excellent. Is that a concentration spell? Does that mean you have to concentrate on it, or is it not?
Nope.
Great. Next up
It lasts a minute.
Perfect. Next up is our party types. They are a little confused. Let's see how confused they are. They're going to make some saving throws versus this thing to see whether they believe it or not. And
come on, Andrew.
For me,
lying.
It's working fine. Listen,
Cruel.
Tilted the table.
They've seen this McCaster haunted mansion before. They know what's up. They're not. But you know what? I think they're thinking maybe they're going to do something else. They're dropping their weapons and getting the oars and trying to set off. It does not happen right away though. So they are spending their action trying to get the boat underway. If they're not stopped, they will get away next turn. So John Geronite goes next at 5. That is to say, they will start slowly turning the boat and heading back out. It's not like boom, gone, and like dip, 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 dip.
We need to stop this boat.
So
Okay.
No, and that's where I'm headed.
Oh, yeah, Norman!
I am going to be right back.
Okay. John Geronite.
Do they go together, 1 and 2?
They do.
One boat. It's a one boat system.
Yeah.
No, I just mean on the initiative. I only see number 2.
Yeah, they have the same initiative score.
They're a Dupont de Dupont kind of thing.
Yes, they're joined at the hip, literally. It's very interesting.
Okay.
No, but Joe Gendron, I'd like that you brought some higher sort of concepts to the game tonight. With that thing you said, Dupont, or whatever. Bridge to bridge.
I've just been reading French Tintin, so learned French.
I like that you were concerned that pirate number 1 wasn't getting their due action. So
Yeah.
it's being overlooked.
Okay, so I'm going to try and kill them.
I'm sorry, you're going to wish?
I'm going to kill them.
Oh, you're going to try and kill them. That's what you said. All right.
What are you doing?
So
Yeah.
I'll chase after the boat and grab the boat, pull it back, and whatever with the closest one, I'm gonna try and
Gonna murder.
with my sword.
All right. So you could make it to the that square right there. Yeah, exactly. That'll get you
Do
in
we
range.
want to
of little
murder
number 2.
or seriously injure so we can then interrogate?
See what happens.
Okay.
The dice will be our guide here.
I think this is a Indiana Jones.
Okay. Love it.
Random guy kill, and we'll take his clothes.
Love it.
Excellent.
100%. Thank you.
All right. Let's have you roll your attack against this poor defenseless. See,
Right.
listen.
Oh! Hey!
There was definitely some mojo there. You definitely hit
Look
him.
how supportive
real
Dan
bad.
is.
Let's say it.
Like I don't play hockey, but if I did, I want you to be there.
Yeah.
A great coach.
Ho, ho, ho.
That's my cheer on the bench. Oh,
Coach Santa.
oh, guys, go! Oh.
Jordan, we'd like to see what kind of damage you do to this poor.
Right. Okay.
pirate.
So I'll roll a public d20.
No, that's for 2 hit. The damage.
Oh, pardon me.
Yeah. For
A
the damage.
2d6 plus 8.
Yeah, exactly. Is it plus?
Or-
It does sound like plus 3 actually.
He tried.
But the 8 looks very close to the 3 though. So.
Okay, I'm rolling DM.
Well, I saw that. So
Okay,
that,
10.
yeah, 10 points of damage. Describe the horrible thing that you do that ends this guy's. Unless you choose. You can. This is an
No,
option in D&D. You can choose to make this rendering him unconscious instead of rendering him dead.
Yes, that's precisely what I'm going to do because I need his clothes to be in good repair. So I just do a classic
that
butt
makes
end of the sword to the back of the head, just
Classic
like in the
indie.
movies.
Classic indie.
Classic indie.
He falls backwards into the boat. His ass over tea kettle. His feet go up into the air, and his boots fly off of his head, of his toes.
And I
You hit him
catch the
somewhere.
boots.
Yeah.
Norman on 5. What is Norman going to do?
Splash, splash, splash. Norman is coming up on guy number 1 on the opposite side of the boat. Norman is doing the old, it's like, oh, thank goodness you're here. You've got to help me. Oh, man, I just had my boat stolen by this crazy ghost
And
lady.
he's got to roll
image.
persuasion on this.
You got to thank goodness. And I'd make like he's my best friend as a distraction tactic to disarm him before I try something.
Okay. So
yeah, do I need to roll for this?
Sure. Are you? Let's have you roll your deception. That sounds like what you're
Ooh,
doing.
deception.
Yeah. Plus
We do
a
Alan
10.
the bell
That's a
curve.
10.
He will roll his insight, which, listen, I'm outrolling you, Al. So, yeah, you win this contest. He's looking at you as he's literally trying to sort of do that thing with the oar where it's turning it into a paddle to try and make the boat go back. As Joe Gendron, like a maniac, comes out of nowhere and butt strokes his friend. You splash to his right. He looks over at you and he's like,
Yeah, thank goodness
said-
you're here. You've got to give me your clothes. Just like start with the hat, work our way down. There's no time to explain. Just give me your clothes right now.
He will take this as a sign that he ought to surrender. That is essentially what comes along. So he like hands up and sees that you're clearly in league with the crazy man and doesn't want to get butt stroked. Is I'm going to stick with that. The butt end of the sword. So he says, please, mercy. I'm just a sailor.
Give me your clothes. Just shut your mouth and give me your clothes.
He removes his smelly leather rag-like armor and.
So this guy's big enough that I can put his clothes on over my armor, right?
Well, you could probably make a patchwork. You could make it. You maybe is where I'll go with that. I'm not even gonna have you roll. I'm just gonna say that you affect something close to a disguise. It looks like a man wearing large plate armor who has covered himself with leather armor.
From a distance.
This is from boat to boat. This is from a distance. Is all we need. We just need from a distance.
I'd like to make a suggestion to Jojo and to Norman. There's casks still down here, correct? Like where I am, there's all these casks.
No, I have not updated the map for that. Those are supplies from the merchants of Saltmarsh.
Is there nothing?
We're just hoping there's any empty crates or something.
Yeah, we just want empty crates.
Yep,
that we can put on the boat.
They were bringing stuff to the shore as well.
Yeah.
In fact, the rowboat appears to be empty.
Oh.
Maybe they got robbed, and they're just having a really bad day.
Uh-oh.
Number 2 coming to hit them right now.
So I just want to point out that Norman is currently like sleeves dangling off his limbs, right?
Yeah,
let's interrogate them first. So let's put some stuff on the ship. There's empty crates we could put on there, right? To protect that Norman could hide behind is what I'm thinking.
Absolutely.
And then Jordan could be, or Jojo could be rowing backwards with his head down so that they're like, oh good, so-and-so's back with the crates. But it's not until they arrive that they see it's not.
Could we ask them where's the I'm asking them.
Okay,
Andrew,
well, one guy is
I'm just
unconscious, so there's pirate number 1 there is the only conscious one. He's like, I don't know, we were just told to come into shore and pick up whatever you had for us.
So there's nothing you brought on your boat. Typical pirates.
Is it who's the head of the ship? In this case, do we know that it's that crazy ass?
Well, let's ask. That's a good question.
Well, I can't. Nim is still invisible.
Oh, yeah. Who's your captain?
It's Bloody Sigourned.
Okay.
Bloody Sigourned. What's his first name?
Sigurd, excuse me. Bloody Sigurd. It's his name.
That's not our boy, our magician.
Well, who's our guy?
The guy that we made fun of his name.
Raskat.
There are so many. Are so many.
Or Ballot.
Ballot.
Right? Ballot was our buddy, right? So
Sam Ballot.
So he's giving us a new name, isn't he?
He is giving you a new name.
Oh, Jesus.
So, do you guys know who Sam Ballot is?
Sam Ballot was the guy that we escaped.
No, I'm asking. Do you know?
Oh.
He was, Dan, Jordan was in character. I could see it. He
so
says... This is Sam Ballot. Yeah, he's. He's the man on the land. He's normally here, but he's not here. No.
Oh.
So who's the bloody guy?
Bloody Sigurd, he's the captain. You asked us who's the captain. That's Bloody Sigurd.
We have to continue with this plan. So I am now fully dressed in the other guy's clothes. Who cares who the captain is? We're taking the boat.
We already knew Sam Ballot was the man on the land. Yeah. Because we met him before.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't know who the captain of the Sea Dog is supposed to be, though, right?
Sea Ghost.
Sea Ghost, sorry.
You don't know anything about that.
Okay. So that's
this guy has just told you something about who is commanding it, whether or not it is true or not.
We know this is still the Sea Ghost.
He gave us information that we didn't know, and we're very pissed off at him for it.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So let's go with the plan. We're loading the ship. I'm going to transform into a rat, a small, not the giant rat, but the small rat.
Okay.
So that I can walk on the water. The Nim and Glonda are still invisible, right?
They are.
Okay.
It takes you probably about 30 minutes to get to the boat. So you have about 5 or 10 minutes of invisibility left by the time you get there. I will change our scene to the boat, and then I think we will take a 5-minute break. But I'll give you something to look at when you get up there.
We did stuff. I'm so proud of us.
Yeah, you totally did stuff. All right, so just updating this. We have Nim, who's invisible. We have Glonda, who's invisible. We have Tergar, who's a rat. So let me quickly change him to a rat if I have a rat handy.
Cool.
Probably have a rat handy. Anyway, oh yeah, there it is. Totally a rat. 3 update. And Petrie's there, and Gnomer's there, and John Geronite
there.
Nice. All right, so how about we take our break, and we'll come back, and it'll be super exciting.
Things are happening!
Yeah.
All right, Caesar. now.
Hello, and welcome back after our intermission. Everybody's here except Jordan, who is clearly doing something super important. Okay, so you are in the bay. You have, I guess, not necessarily all in the boat. Some of you are in the boat, and some of you are not.
Yeah, we should be on the other side of the boat. I can't move my character, Andrew.
I will fix that. Turgar, edit. Oh, yeah, I own it. So let's make that Dan who owns it. Update. Do I have that for everybody? Oh, that worked. Jordan. For some reason, Brooke owns Al, so I'll change that. There we go. But Brooke owns Brooke, and Brooke owns Petrie. Okay, so everybody should be able to move everyone else. Move yourselves to where you think you should be.
Can you tell us a little bit about what activity we see when we pull up?
That is an excellent point. Why don't I do that?
Wanda and Em, you need to be with me on the other side of the ship.
So you want me to swim underneath?
Yeah, we were never in the boat. We were walking underwater, remember?
Well, I'm invisible, so I think I was on the boat.
Okay.
Because Nim was just like, I'm not getting in the water until I have to.
Oh.
So she probably...
All right,
now you swam underneath, yeah, so we can get them on the other side.
But before I jump underneath, go ahead, Andrew.
Okay. The water is cold. There's a mist that rolls on top of the waves that lap against the side of the rowboat as somebody rows the boat.
Jojo.
I'm guessing it's Jojandron by process of elimination. As you approach the vessel, it is nearly 90 feet long. The name of it is painted sloppily on both sides of the prow. It stands 9 feet above the waterline to the top of its main deck, and 17 above the waterline to the top of both of its forecastle and poop decks. There is not a jolly boat lashed upside to the main deck. It is currently the boat you are riding in. The boat looks like, to Glanda's eyes, it looks like it's seen better days. It looks very workmanlike. It is not hugely well maintained, but its sails are in good order. Its rigging appears to be ship shape. And the only thing you see, there are some lanterns that emit a very dim light on board the ship. And as you approach, you can see there are a few figures. There are three figures on the main deck. And they do not appear to be looking your way.
May I just quickly ask, what did we do with the conscious man?
That is a great question.
Tied him up.
And did we smack him over the head?
Get him to the guards.
Oh, no, we could hand him to the guards. Yeah, the guard. Yeah. And
we'll
the unconscious guy. Okay, perfect. Okay, I was just like, that's going to bite us in the butt if we don't know what we did.
Mm-hmm.
They swim out and kill you.
Yeah. Okie day.
So I see that Turgar has swum around to the other side of the boat.
I mean, Nim's not great at climbing, is my only thought. Is that maybe it might make more sense that she invisibly climbs up the ladder?
I have a grappling a hook and rope.
And I'm making a great distraction. I am in full distraction mode. Guys, you got to help me. Timmy, it's me, Gerald.
All right,
Nim,
look, I was transformed into a gnome. Dive, and she'll be invisibly there. And Petrie again is sticking with Jojo.
I'm trying to get on just climb up. Just no, you got to, guys.
Wanda, you coming with us?
I'm so. I'm just.
Wanda's in ice cream bliss. She doesn't even know where she is anymore.
I'm on the boat. I'm on the little one.
Are you coming with us, or are you staying on the skiff?
I thought I was going to stay on the skiff.
Okay.
All right.
Unless you hate my idea, then I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
No, that works. I just wanted to make sure you weren't. It doesn't really matter, because this way they're going to be distracted by you guys as I can scurry up as a rat. Andrew, I'm going to ask that I had to, because I was thinking this before I turned into a rat, I gave Nim my grapple hook and rope.
Okay.
So that she could, because that was really the only way we could get up out of the water. So
you do see there is rigging that is on either side. I mean, clearly they probably used it to bring the boat down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she could climb without a grapple.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm just distracting as hard as I can, so you can get on that boat.
There's a rope, like a rope laddery type thing on the side of the ship.
How many people are on the boat?
So far, you can see, as you approach, you see 3 figures. I don't know why those guys all left.
Yeah, because I don't see anybody.
Oh, let's get them.
And I'm wondering if I could. Oh, okay. There's one.
Why did they move?
Thompson.
Because I'm wondering if I should climb the boat and hide on like the stern or something.
Yeah, if you can surprise them, you don't need to hit them from the front. If you can hit them from the side, and then Nim and I are hitting them from behind. And
I'll lure them to the edge, just like push them from behind.
Can I climb up here?
Sorry, I need to reload because things are getting funky on my side.
Okay, I'll leave it at where I climbed.
One moment, please. Okay.
Take your time.
Why is that guy down there? He should be up here.
Yeah, I think we should just try and just shove them overboard. If I can get them close to the edge, just a good shove from behind, and then
because I'll be like right here.
Okay, so you're climbing up. So you can climb up anywhere from here to here. The main deck part, the 4 in the back castles are too high, and there's no rope. I
climbed here, but there's some stairs.
Okay, so you're gonna climb up there.
Right here.
Okay.
Can I do the same but opposite?
Yep, you can totally do that. So let's start with you before you climb up onto the 4 and the forecastle and poop decks. Before you climb up onto those, let's have you climb up onto the main part, and I will describe what you see there. Those 3 guys are sitting around, and they appear to be playing cards.
Oh, cute! Can we tell what
card
game?
They're still playing cards.
They are still playing cards, despite the commotion. They are moved not a whit by the immense noise that Norman is making.
This makes me nervous.
Can we do a perception check to consider their intentions, or?
Please.
Well, okay, I'll do it this way because I don't trust you. Okay, that's a 12. You can't really see that, but that's a 12 plus.
I believe you. I'm curious, Brooke, would you roll on the system just to see what might have happened?
Sure, but it doesn't. It's not real.
Do you guarantee her to get a nat 20?
Okay. No, I didn't.
Okay.
Over the break, you just
that'd be great.
There.
What is my perception? So those 17 is my perception.
17. It looks like they are 3 sailors, and they are having a card game of some kind. They are completely disinterested in anything that comes over the deck, or otherwise, you're.
Okay, so they just seem disinterested. Like I don't see any. Like
they're interested in the.
They're interested in their card game. Yeah. If you made noise coming up off of the ladder to get there, they didn't hear it.
Okay.
And I, as a rat, still, is there not an easy way for me to go through like a porthole to see what's below deck? If there's an ambush, perhaps waiting for us below deck.
So on this style of boat, there are no portholes because there are no cannons.
There aren't.
No, the armament, this level of technology would be like a big ballista or harpoon thrower, but they haven't yet invented cannons because they don't really have gunpowder. Although Nicholas is working on that.
What about the ready room, the captain's ready room?
That would be accessible by doors. There is, well, I could probably just add one here, couldn't I? Let's do that door.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I can get below deck. And I'm assuming as a rat that it wouldn't be very difficult for me to scurry and wouldn't be at a place either.
Not at all, no. So, yeah, you can get on board. Where do you want to go? So there are doors. I guess I'll have to ping. It's not showing up. There's a door there, and there's a door here.
Well, I'll go to...
Actually, no, there's 2 doors on either...
On either side?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go through this side, so I'm away from these guys.
Okay.
And that takes me below deck?
So the way to visualize it is there's the main level of the boat, and then there's a forecastle which goes up top this way and a poop deck on the backside.
Yeah.
So this gets you into those areas. And
how do you get below deck?
There's probably a way to go below inside those areas, or you can see that the three pirates that are playing cards are doing so on top of a grate, which can open up,
which
and
would be
access
just to put cargo.
Probably the
all that
cargo
in.
hold, exactly.
Okay.
That's where the cards go if they're not careful.
All right. Well, I'm going to go into the forecastle.
Okay, so I'm gonna unhide this.
Great.
And let's see if I've done this correctly.
Cute little ship.
Is that showing absolutely everything?
It's a perfectly good spot for 3 people to play cards inside.
I don't. And there's no floor below this one, correct? On this type of ship.
There would be, yeah.
Oh, there would be. Okay, another floor below.
Okay, as you go underneath there, did that show up a room?
I see 4 rooms. It looks like 4 rooms.
Yeah,
but
probably.
I don't see any people in them.
There we go. I need to hide all
Oh,
these
he's
back
hiding
again.
everything.
Good luck. And you didn't see anything else before
Well, I can't honestly tell you what I saw because
you don't know what it was.
No.
Excellent. You do see some guys in here. You see 2 gentlemen, and by that I use the term loosely, and they are looking through the door that you have come through, and they have weapons drawn and appear to be waiting for something. Gee, what could that be?
Maybe us.
Really? You think? I don't know.
Let's roll initiative just so we can keep things in an order. That way we know who does what. So I'll have you all roll.
Well, I've done it.
I'm rolling a public D100.
Again, that's 2 1s in a row, Andrew.
Well.
2 1s in a row. What are the odds of that? Not
Well.
good.
They're pretty low, I guess.
1 in
Well,
400.
I'll give you that. Hey, we're separated by time.
I think Brooke's right.
I think it's crazy. My initiative in my character sheet is +9. Is that normal?
That sounds a bit high.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
Oh, do we get an initiative bonus? We do, don't we?
It's
You
supposed
do.
to be C19, which is what?
Which for me is a plus.
Supposed to be your
3, so
dexterity
5.
modifier, right?
Oh, yeah, that's not right at all. I'm adding your stone cunning bonus for that. That's not right.
hey,
Hold on, I'll fix that real quick.
thank you.
That should be your dexterity.
I was like,
and
I
your
shouldn't be
proficiency.
first every time. Like, I don't want to be first every time.
What?
If you're proficient in
Plus two,
dexterity,
plus
you
two,
add
not
proficiency,
plus.
right?
Sorry, +2. So
Plus 5 for you there, Christine.
So high.
It's still pretty high.
yeah.
What
So
did I
my
get?
Mine's
initiative
only
is
2 because I'm
3.
not proficient in it, right?
It's your dexterity and your proficiency.
Even if I'm not proficient in dexterity?
Even if you always get your proficiency.
Oh,
For
well,
initiative,
I've
I
always
think-
been not doing that. So.
I better make sure that I'm not giving it wrong. Hold on. 'Cause now I'm doubting myself.
You're supposed to add dexterity.
Oh, maybe it's just your dexterity, not your proficiency at all. I'm sure
Oh,
Matt's going to
nice.
jump on and tell me that in a second.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just your dexterity. So I'm not sure why I gave you your stone cutting bonus, Christine. That's very strange.
That's okay.
Okay.
I told Connor
It's plus
to
2.
turn these lights off, and he didn't. What? My son is terrible. I'm getting a headache already. There we go.
All right.
Ah.
So I'm assuming Glonda is still going first, even with not having +9 for initiative.
I have 18. I got 18.
That's still pretty good. So what would you like to do?
So my invisibility is going to run out in like 5 minutes.
It is.
So now's a good time to mess with people. Now,
Just remember, there's an ambush waiting
Okay.
for you.
Well,
Did
she
she
does
know
know that.
She doesn't know that.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
So
You're a
when I
rat.
got on the boat, initially, I just want to say, when I got on the boat and when Nim got on the boat, we went up. Remember?
Okay, you went up.
So
There is
Nim-
nothing up top there.
Yeah, but Nim went up as well.
Yeah, over here.
And that
Indeed.
matters. Because if I do one of my spells where there's a cube, it matters that she went up before. And we move
good.
back so that we can see what happened.
There you go.
So
Okay.
let me describe these areas to give you a bit more context. So the main deck that you came up on, though the light is dim at best, you see the details of the ship's main deck. In the center, forward of the mast, There would normally be a jolly boat lashed to the deck with ropes. It's the rowboat you came in on. After the mast is a hatch to the below decks area and a rope ladder climbing to a crow's nest above. There are 3 human figures that are sitting on that deck playing cards, blah, blah, blah. Between them at deck level is a roll of canvas. To the fore and aft below the upper decks stand vague outlines of doors. You can also see ladders that lead to the upper decks, the aft one on the port side, the forward one on the starboard. The forecastle is pretty boring. It's just there's a bowsprit, which is a boat technical term that I don't know the name of. And on the poop deck,
That's
the
the
tiller.
long line that comes off of the boat.
Yes.
I'll buy that. The poop deck, the tiller is the most prominent feature of this area, rising from the deck about 6 feet from the stern and having a horizontal arm some 6 feet long. And that is all that is there. I mean, there's a lot of naval nonsense on board this boat, sort of coils of rope, casks of things. You know, if you were sort of looking for it, you would probably find it. So, Glonda, back to you.
Yes.
There's no one else on top with us.
I'm going to go behind here.
Okay.
So that when I do decloak from invisibility, I'm still a little bit hidden.
How about that?
And then I'm going to pick this guy because he's a little bit different from the other two. So I'm going to assume he's maybe a little bit stronger.
That's mean.
No, he has a different picture. So I'm assuming the others are the goons. And maybe he's a bigger, more important guy here.
Fair.
So I'm
A mini boss.
Yeah. I'm picking him and I'm going to cast the spell Crown of Madness.
What?
Crown of Madness. Okay.
This is crazy.
I know. I've never used it.
What does Crown of Madness do, Christine?
One humanoid of your choice that you can see within range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. While the target is charmed in this way, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on its head and a madness glows in his eyes. The charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none are within its range.
No, that is all very exciting. Mark off the spell slot, you cast it, nothing happens.
No, he's smart!
Or they're illusions.
You will note that I did not even make a saving throw for this figure.
Oh.
They're illusions.
So am I decloaked now?
He's
Nobody
been
saw
saying
me.
figures. The DM.
Shame on you, Andrew.
He's never
Shame on
once
me.
said people.
Shame on you.
He said figures this whole time.
You're right.
Oh, I thought you were talking about his pronunciation of the word figure.
No, he said there are 3 figures playing cards. There's the first figure. He's got a bandana. There are 2 other figures.
You're right. You're
He's
totally
never
right.
said that before.
Shit, I wasted
This is
a
just
good
like-
spell.
This is just like Sixth Sense.
So am I uncloaked now?
Technically, you didn't make an attack. Well, let's see. What does invisibility say? Maybe it's if you cast a spell. Let's find out. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So your invisibility is now over.
I feel so naked.
That is your turn. You have moved. You've done your main action. Do you have any bonus actions you would like to do?
No.
Okay. Nimrilian is next.
Okay, so she has watched a spell clearly be cast by Glonda.
Mm-hmm.
No effect. I think she is under the like she's a smarty pants, and I feel like if it's reasonable, she does think that, like, is there a way that she can just honestly have a look at it to know that it's some type of image, or would she have to also cast a spell to confirm that?
Well, the good old detect magic spell would be the absolute arbiter of whether this is an illusion. Other than that, going up to it and poking it, maybe. But just to look at it, seems to be a pretty compelling illusion.
Well, you know they're not reacting to me. I'm making a lot of noise clambering up the side of this boat, deliberately trying to get their attention, and they're not budging.
Not wrong.
I was a fool.
I mean, I haven't figured it out yet, but like Nim watching this unfold might go, it's like, wait a second.
Yeah, so maybe she sends message. Oh no, it's only for one person. I can't send it to multiple people. It's just a cantrip.
It's true.
Okay. I'll send a message down to Jojo. Then. Yeah. And, well, I'm trying to think. What would Nim want to do? She would want to maybe inform...
What's Petrie up to?
I think Petrie's there with you guys.
Right.
So I could, I can't do much as Petrie as me because she can't communicate properly as she's a bat. Right. I feel like she'd want to message Turgar because you can go back and forth once, right? Like you send a thing and then you get
a message can come back. Yep.
So I think she'll send a message to Turgar and say, 3 people top deck, how does it matter how much I can say? I don't know.
I think it's 25 words, if I recall correctly.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, it'll be brief, basically 3 people top deck, no response, illusion likely. Info, question mark, basically.
Can I relay a message back?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Can I do that now on this turn?
Oh.
Or do I have to wait till my turn?
I'll let you do it on your turn right now.
Okay. I'm going to say 2 people waiting in ambush inside where I am.
Okay.
And I'm going to finish it off.
Now I wonder if they're people.
And I'll finish it off with, this looks like a trap.
Okay.
Nimralian want to do anything else on her turn?
She might run over. Oh gosh, wait, that sounds scary because then I could make traps happen. So no, she just kind of bides her time, I guess, because she could shout out to Jojo, but then she'd be... Well, is she already known because she did the message cantrip?
Sorry, does she already know which?
Is she seen because of the message cantrip?
You cast a spell, so yeah, your invisibility ends. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Well, shit.
It served you well.
Can I send a message back to Nima?
I don't think the message came to you in the first place, friend.
No. Okay, then she runs over here and waves and goes, "It's a trap."
Okay. Norman at 9.
So I'm probably halfway up the rigging by this point, still shouting and trying to play the distraction.
Sounds likely.
See, it's a trap. Kind of just for stopping my tracks for a second, look back over my shoulder at John Geronite in the boat. John gives me one of these. I climb on board. I continue to climb on board and just walk up to these figures that clearly were good enough to fool me. And what are they, holograms? What are we talking about here? If I get up close.
As you approach, it looks like these figures look like very similar representations to the pirates that you encountered on shore. You even catch a whiff of the massive BO that they seem to have. You can hear them muttering about the cards that they have and how the other guy better not be cheating, and you hear the brush of the cards as they hit the cask in front of them.
Can I interact with them at all?
They appear to be not at all interested in your presence, and how do you want to interact with them?
With increasing severity, a little wave in front of the face. Is there anything get up real close? Nope. Spills, knock some cards over on the table.
The minute you touch the cards, they all poof out of existence.
Right. Okay. So I turn to Nim and I say, I think it's a trap.
And she goes,
all right, John
I poke my
turn.
head out at this time and I notice everything.
It's like everyone is like, trap?
Oh boy.
It is now John Geron's turn.
And I have Nima and Gnorman right above me on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Should we bail?
Let's go home.
well, hang on. Where's the steering wheel?
The helm?
The tiller is back here.
Yeah.
Yep. Where?
At the back of where near
ping?
you. This.
Is it locked? Can we just take the ship over and send it on into the port harbor?
It'd be anchored.
It is currently at anchor, but
how do we? Where's the anchor?
It'd be at the front of the ship.
There's one off the front and one off the back.
And it would also the sails would be down. We'd have to. It'd be a lot of work.
We'd have to do all the boat stuff. A lot of boat stuff.
Yeah.
I wish I had mage hand.
Listen, is there
Don't we all?
Again? We haven't heard from Tergar. All of us on deck don't know anything about the folks down below.
I have Nim.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Nim did the message back and forth, so she knows that there is an ambush.
So at this point, I'm going to direct the attention back down to Jordan because it's his turn.
Well, I'm going back up to Nima and Norman here. Do you want me to stay in the boat, or do you want me to come up and we'll fight this? It's because it's only an ambush if we don't know it's an ambush.
Incontrovertible.
Jojo, you're so clever. Nim's feeling fiery, so she's like, let's do this.
Brooke, more awesome. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Okay, so I'm going to tie the boat up with some rope. I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
There's some rope on the boat.
So I'm going to use my 50 feet of hempen rope to throw it up, catching the mast, and then swing my way onto the boat.
Okay. Well, let's assume that you spend a little bit of your time tying up the boat, and then to engage on the massive swinging expedition, which I have a hard time visualizing, but I can imagine it happening. That'll happen next round, but it does take you some time to, get the grappling and get the thing arranged and make sure the boat isn't going to leave without you. So you're going to spend some time doing that.
Hey, you guys! That's what you
don't hear a rat?
All right, so we're back to Tergar, who at this point...
Terrat, as I prefer to be called Terrat.
Excuse me, Terrat.
Yes. So I'm in this room with these guys.
Yeah, and it is, you act on the same time they do, and they act when the illusions or the figures have been disrupted by Gnorman. And the guy in the same room with you yells, "Row!" He's a big, swarthy half-orc. And he charges out with his mate into the main area of the ship.
Ignoring me, right? They're ignoring me.
Completely passing over you, possibly stepping on you. Let's see how lucky they get. If on a 20 you get stepped on, and I'm sure this won't actually...
Oh Lord!
Whoa! Narrowly avoid getting stepped on. And lots of folks...
That's the life of a bilge rat. Guys, that's what rats on fire chips are called.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I forgot you lived as a pirate for a little bit.
It's the first time I've ever turned into a rat.
We called each other that.
And lots of folks appear out from the various doors.
Okay, so those were the only two guys on this. There were no other guys coming from my side of the ship.
From that door. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want a meta game here, but there are three big black blotches on the lower deck. So,
yes, it's entirely possible that there are other spaces back there. Yeah. which have not yet been explored. So there you go. They come out, and I'll describe a bunch of them. The main one, they're all scurvy-looking pirates, basically. There is a... I wish I could illuminate these better. So this fellow here, next to the very swashbucklery, well-dressed, better dressed than all the rest of them, is a gnome. And I don't know, but has a very calculating and cunning glance about them. This raggedy-looking guy up here in the northwest, who's jumbled through with his pirate, looks like he's literally frothing at the mouth, and yeah, and definitely looks like he's engaged and ready to go. And there should be another guy, which I can't find. Is it this one? Yeah, there he is. Boom. And he comes out here next to Norman. And so once they come out, let's see, two of them, the ones next to Norman, are going to threaten him. They're going to try and grapple you, Norman, so you get to resist with your strength. Oh, wait, grappling. I think you can resist.
Try. I've got a lot of excess clothes.
Andrew, it's still my turn, though, isn't it?
It is your turn. You will get to do something as well. They technically go on 3 as well.
Oh.
So that's why I'm having this all, and you kind of got to go first by going into that room. So I'm having it loop around so they get to do something. You're looking at me sidelong. Is that what I'm seeing? I like it. All right.
You like
it. Norman, you can roll your dexterity and acrobatics if you want to slip away, or if you want to fight them off with fisticuffs, you could roll your strength and athletics.
It's a slip away because I'm wearing those gigantic clothes that don't fit me. So it would be like just a wiggle out of the situation.
That's totally fair.
And
you're like the boyfriend in BoJack Horseman.
So they're rolling an advantage because there's 2. Yes! Okay, wow.
The guy home.
Okay, so now Norman is nude.
No, he totally
tears all the clothes off.
Oh,
right.
Describe it.
Even I'm askew at double ones. That's pretty shitty. Okay, so it's clearly a game of patty cake. These strong, burly pirate types. These are not guys wearing hand-me-down leathers. They appear to be well armed and well armored, but they just cannot get their act together, and they get in each other's way. The one is helping the other, which is why they got the roll advantage. But nope, they can't get their grappling act together. And the net effect is that Norman is completely unrestrained.
I keep shouting, it's like, guys, it's me, Jimmy from the rowboat. The witch turned me into a gnome.
The witch.
Oh, it's funny.
I'm just trying to be as distracting as I can be.
You are totally being distracting. Meanwhile, the gnome's hands glitter with electricity, and looking like he is waiting for something. But the well-dressed, older, statelier pirate behind looks to the rest of you and says, "Be warned, you're on the Sea Ghost, my vessel, and you either stand down or we'll carve you into ribbons."
That's fun.
Easy.
I've never heard of the Tainted Tat.
Sure haven't. They appear to be waiting for his order, which means that we'll go around back to the top, but we'll briefly exit combat in case you don't want to get into a big fight, but maybe you do.
Do I get to finish my turn?
We'll let you have your turn now, Dan. I'm sorry. You've been waiting very patiently.
Again.
I don't know about patiently.
Can I just, are these 2 rooms connected that are blocked out?
There is a door.
Can I scurry into the 2 rooms just to see what's inside, if there's more ambush waiting behind those doors?
I'll tell you what. I will explain what the room you're in actually is.
Yeah, okay.
Which I've unhelpfully lost all the numbers on the boat, so that means I gotta go and look for it just briefly. And that is number 6. Okay, so where is
number
6? Number 6 business. You are in what appears to be a galley. A crude metal stove, not lit, leans against the hull. It has an adjustable metal chimney that can be placed through a vent hole when it is opened. Next to the stove is an open metal bin containing sticks of wood kindling. Beside this is a large wood table bolted firmly to the deck, a thick top crisscrossed with score marks. Hanging from the hooks set into the hull above are 2 iron frying pans, 2 saucepans, and a skillet. There's a large cask filled with clear liquid, a wooden cupboard. It's clearly some kind of kitchen, and it is now completely unoccupied. And there is a door going to the west, further to the bow of the ship. Yes. So I'm assuming you're scurrying under that.
Yes.
And you're going into room number 4, which appear to be... there are 4 iron hooks. From iron hooks set into the ceiling hang 3 long strings of sausages, a large ham, a hunk of meat. Against the hull are 3 sacks. Set against the bulkhead beside the door are a cask and a ceramic jar. And against the other bulkhead are set a large and small cask and another ceramic jar. And is there any other doors in here? Yes, there's a door in the northern wall.
I can't see these. These are still blacked out, by the way.
Not for long. Boom.
Okay.
So that's what that one looks like. And there is... let me just move this one. Yeah. So I'm going to say you can look at this next one, and then that'll be your turn. Boom. X, kill that. This might even just make it obvious what that is. That is good old number 5. What's in number 5? It is more ship stores, 2 coiled lengths of rope and 3 rolls of sailcloth lying on the deck, alongside a large box. Large wooden cask stands next to 6 lengths of wood planking. Set into a wooden rack fastened to the bulkhead by the door are 2 metal-handed hammers, 2 wooden mallets, 2 saws, and an adze. And then there is a door in the eastern side, which leads to some other area that you haven't seen yet. So you're doing your big exploration in this area, and that is what you have seen so far.
Okay.
All right. Now, as a group, this has all happened. I'll let you decide what you want to do first, and if you want to keep it into the fight, then we'll keep it into initiative. Otherwise, it might happen, something else might happen.
Is the plural of adses?
I believe it is.
Okay, I'm going to use that for Wordle tomorrow.
Adzi?
I mean, we're really bad at having conversations with bad people. We should just try to kill them.
I agree.
I think at this point, there's no conversation to be had.
Yeah.
Unless... I'm wrong. What did the gnomes say?
No hasn't said anything. It was the captain of the ship, who you are assuming is Bloody Sigurd.
Sorry. And he said what, or he'll cut us into ribbons.
Stand down.
Stand down.
I wonder if it's just been a misunderstanding. We ought to at least...
Jordan!
We ought to at least confirm that.
You want to spend your turn.
What if we've been set up by the council?
That's actually not I was actually wondering that.
What do you mean?
They don't know who we are. We don't know who they are. Yeah, we're prepared to fight and kill each other.
Yeah,
we should at least
setup.
agree to the terms that we want to kill each other first.
That's, I support that. So you can go, the council has told us that we must end your
smuggling,
scallywagging ways and smuggling. You stand down.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
you.
You do it.
I think we should at least say that before we engage.
All right, Jojo.
I agree.
Okay, well, for the purposes of the conversation, I'm going to assume that John heroically swings aboard the ship.
Somehow,
a rope appears connecting the two, and he swings on board. Ka-tunk-tunk.
And does he say these words?
Yeah, did you say those words?
Yeah, I said those words.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bloody Sword has a nice shiny cutlass pointing your way, and he says, "Who be ye? Why are you on my ship? What was all this chicanery and planification?"
We've been hired by the council because they told us that you guys were smuggling. So they hired us to put a stop to the smuggling, and that's why we're here. And if you have been smuggling, then we're going to stop you. So you stand down.
He looks aghast and says, "Bah, I am but an honest businessman trying to make a living on these high seas."
Oh. Well, we've been told otherwise. Are you... Honestly.
Can we see a permit?
Are you sure? I'm going to assume that Dan is continuing to scurry along through there, so I'm just going to let him go into this last room here, where he sees a couple of other things.
Oh, no.
Oh, these are people.
Dan, I'll describe this room to you. Good old number 7. So a distinct odor about this room reminds you of a marsh or swamp. Not fetid, not oppressive, but certainly noticeable. In the center of the room is a wood table bolted to the deck. On the table sits a silver jug half full of, well, you can't see it. You're a rat on the floor. Around the table are set 3 upright wooden chairs, and an unlit hidden lantern hangs from the ceiling above. In the gloom, you can see 3 hammocks, one at each end of the cabin slung between the bulkhead and one of the ship's ribs, a thing hanging across the corner of the cabin, blah, blah, blah. Each hammock is occupied by a scaled figure. A small chest or box of some sort lies under the most forward hammock, and there are weapons under each of the hammocks. Each hammock is occupied by a very large, scaly lizard man. Picture face of a crocodile, body of a hulking...
Oh, is this one of the... Yeah. Would I know what they are by seeing them?
You have seen a lizard folk before. He was acting as a bouncer at the lizard's boat back in Saltmarsh.
And
so
what
these
are
aren't those snake people, are they?
They're not. They're more like crocodile people, if you were to give them a look.
Okay.
But they appear to be sleeping on the hammock or otherwise disinterested to whatever else is going on.
They're not even involved. That's so strange.
That is strange.
Weird. And they have weapons and armor?
Yeah, there are, no, not armor, but there are sort of wicked-looking spears with bone tips underneath the hammocks, rested a hand's breadth away.
Well, all of the area that you were trying to send, cargo to is known for the smuggling. In fact, we busted that smuggling just earlier. So you were dealing with known smugglers, whether you are the smugglers or not.
Now, you use that word smuggling in a very negative way, lass. You call it smuggling, and I call it efficient business-like practices. Now, the truth is this. I had a very good arrangement, a good business deal underway that you came in between me with. You got in the way, and I regret that you happened to get in the way, because it has caused me great inconvenience, But if you were to restore the operation, to restore things to their natural balance, I would consider that a very friendly act. We could be friends, you and I.
Sounds like you're smugglers.
He doesn't answer that. He doesn't dignify that with a response.
Well, I think we're going to have to fight.
This is one of those, are we chaotic evil? Are we chaotic neutral? Aren't we we could be yeah, screw it. Screw Anders, screw the city.
Well, no, we've been hired by the council to put a stop to this.
And if it's our judgment that these, no matter what they say, these are the dudes, then sure, man. I'm still flailing around in someone else's clothes.
Okay, you get the sense that the gig is up. They're not either your acting job has not quite convinced them, or but I'm not going to say you shouldn't keep on doing that. I'm just saying that it's not seeming to have an effect.
Can I ask them one more question?
Yeah, of course.
how did they know? How did you guys know we were coming? What was with this ambush trick and the fake dudes playing cards?
And he looks at you and he looks to the gnome, and do they give a nod to each other? Says, well, you have met another associate of ours, and I hated to make this turn into even more of a situation. But if you don't comply with our terms, well, and Sanballat comes out, and he drags a girl out with him, with a knife to her throat.
That poor girl, man.
I think these are the bad guys.
I'm supporting you there.
And Sanballat comes out and says, yes, Sanballat has seen these ones before.
Okay, third person.
Now drop your weapons or the girl gets it.
You can't keep using that same thing. You got to evolve as a character, Sanballat. You gotta move forward with your plot development.
It does seem to have a thing. Now, it is exactly the same girl. She has big doe eyes, and she's very terrified at everything that's going on here.
Oh my gosh, what if she's an illusion?
No. Not impossible.
All right, whose turn is it?
Someone throw a rock at her and see if it goes through her.
Glanda's turn? Glanda's turn?
Let's go back into initiative order, so it is indeed Glanda's turn.
Okay.
We've only got like 5 minutes.
They don't see her, I guess.
It's true.
They don't know you're there, Glanda.
I know.
Or I shouldn't be saying that.
No, it's true. You are clearly hidden from action there.
Oh.
So then
they think they have you all pinned.
You could cast invisibility again.
No, but then use the thing and then I'm back.
On the girl.
I'd have to touch her.
Invisibility affects yourself. But if you cast at a higher level, you could affect another person, but you would have to touch, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to waste my spell slots on that. That's a waste to me. I'm already I have no spell slots because I wasted them today.
You only used 1 level 3.
Yes, but I only have 2, and I used 2 level 2s already. Because I wasted 1 on the illusion guys.
Right.
It's true.
So I'm bummed. Okay. Is Sanballat a smart guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I don't think I'm going to try Crown of Madness on him. Maybe that's dumb. Okay. Maybe I'll just go Strength. Makes sense.
What are you gonna do?
I think I'm just going to use Thunder Wave.
Ooh, shit.
And I'm gonna aim it to these guys here.
Okay, so you're going to Thunder Wave it up?
Because I'm afraid if I do these guys, I don't want to hit the girl. Can I hit the girl?
Is she a figure, Andrew?
No, she looks like a cute, innocent little girl.
Those guys looked like guys, too.
Cute, innocent little guys.
So true, yeah. Well, I'm minding my language here, so there you go. All right, so you want to Thunderwave these 2 guys here. That is totally cool. Let us check on the effect of Thunderwave, who is it's a 15-foot cube originating from you, going those guys. So you're going to have to move a little bit to get a little closer to them.
It's 15 feet from me?
From you, yeah. So that will do it right there.
Okay.
And it is cube, so technically I think you could even get...
Could I get the third guy if I go here?
Crazy guy, yeah. Yeah, you could totally do... You may be able to get all of them, actually.
Ooh.
15-foot cube originating from you. Yep, that's all of them, I think.
Cool.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, that checks out. Okay, so saving throws. We're going to have 2 regular saving throws from the 2 dudes.
It's going to look super dramatic up on that top high part of the boat by the...
Yeah. What is your spell DC? Spell save DC?
13.
13. Okay, so one of them saved and one didn't. Let's have you roll some damage, because I believe that is what happens with Thunder Wave, is you do damage.
Aren't there 3 of them that I hit?
You hit 4 of them. I'm going to be doing 2 more saving throws, but they get slightly different.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah.
So damage is 2d8.
Let's see it. I have to find my bad guys.
9. And it pushes them away, like 10 feet away.
It does. You want NPCs? There we are. Okay. Sorry, just loading a document because I didn't have it handy. Here we go. Bloody Bjorn gets his Constitution save, so he gets +2.
Bloody Bjorn?
Yeah.
These names are fantastic.
All right, so guy at the bottom, he's going to roll and get +2 on this, and 14 just barely beats your save. And then the last guy is a name I won't tell you yet because you don't know yet. He gets +1 though. And he gets a 13 as well. So all of them except one save.
Question, what is my spell attack bonus?
When you roll to attack somebody with a spell that requires it, some spells you roll to see if you hit them or do damage to them, and that's what you would add to it. Other spells, the defender has to make a saving throw, which is the case here.
Okay.
So even though they passed, that just mean they get half damage?
They get half damage, yeah. So
1d8? Or do
nope.
they just,
They
from
just
the
take-
9, they get 5?
They get 4, round in the favor of the defenders. So they'll get 4 points.
Always in the favor.
Always in the favor of the defender.
Whoa, our rabbit
Whoa.
guy's dead?
Did you just
No.
rapture?
He shouldn't have. I don't know why he decided to
There he
leave the
goes.
world.
Oh, I never
That's
saw
Scott
that
Florence. Scott Florence is on the ship. This is his performance ship, guys. We've made such a big mistake. They just go from port to port doing Shakespeare. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Scott.
Okay, well, and I can't actually get him because of the crazy way I've done this. So he's, imagine that he's there. Actually, I can just make another
Who
one.
is that guy?
I can see him.
Where did that guy come from? Seriously, where's he from?
guy. Yeah, I didn't see. I
Was
didn't
he always
see him
there?
before.
Yeah, he was always there.
He was
I
always
didn't
there.
see him.
Yeah, he was.
So when
I saw him. He was
Andrew
there.
was like, "Yeah, there's 4 people who are getting," I'm like, "Sure."
I was confused who the 4 were. Now I understand who the 4 were.
I can't find. There he is. Okay, we're making another version of him because I can't get the other guy. And I'm just going to make his name Foul because that's what he is. Okay, now, and he took 4 points of damage. Okay.
I would like to apologize to Scott Florence if he's watching right
He's
now.
watching.
Blowing up his picture, he looks nothing like Scott.
Okay, he
A
took.
ship of fools, says Matthew Donville.
Yeah. And that last guy also took 4. Okay, thank you. Christine, did you want to do anything else with your action? You have moved, you have cast a spell. Do you have any bonus actions you would like to do?
Nah.
Didn't they get blown
She's having
back,
such
Andrew?
a good time.
They
I'm
did-
gonna go back behind here in case anybody does a ranged attack. It'll be at disadvantage.
Okay. That works. You're right. One of them is pushed 10 feet away, so I will move him appropriately. That is there. Boom. We'll get through one round maybe and then call it. Just so that everyone doesn't feel all rushed. Nimrilian on 12.
Yay! Okay. I am currently standing above, like I'm on the upper deck, but everyone else is below.
That is correct.
Okay, perfect. I would like to do. At this point, Shatter is a 10-foot radius sphere, right?
It sounds familiar.
And so that's 4 squares wide.
10-foot radius sphere. Yeah, that'd be a 2x2 set of squares.
Huh? No, radius, not diameter.
Yeah. Okay.
Twice as long.
Oh, radius. Right. So 4 squares by 4 squares.
Okay, sweet. So then in that case, maybe I'll try to do Shatter on like this ping. Like I'll put it kind of how do I frickin' ping? God damn the ping, everybody.
I'm excited to see where this ping goes.
I did
Just
it.
move yourself. Just move
There it
yourself.
is.
That's a good point. I'm not looking for anything. Why are you asking what am I looking for? There, okay. So that
Okay.
way I can hopefully hit the 2 people that Glonda just hit as well as Angry Gnome.
Angry Gnome works. Okay. So they all have to make saving throws, I think. Again. Am I correct in that?
I'll confirm that in a heartbeat.
Feels like Constitution.
Yes, Constitution.
Save.
You
Perfect.
got it, my friend.
What is your spell save DC?
You better be ready for this number. 16.
16. All right. So normal pirate number 1 gets +1 on this. And he does not make it. All right. So let's just have you roll your damage so that we can have that around.
Okay. It's going to be 3d8. I'm going to do this privately.
Well, no, don't do that.
I'm kidding. Okay. It's 11. Not a lot. I got a
11.
very bad one.
That might be good for that guy, though.
Okay. Sorry, I have to remember how many hit points these guys actually have. Okay, they've got that many. So that means you've done 11. Okay, that hurt him a lot. Meanwhile, this guy gets a +2 on this roll. And that's not enough, so he also takes 11. That hurt him a lot too. The decking and those sort of entrance to the forecastle on that side all shatter and splinter and buckle, and there's a lurch on the boat as you make it explode.
Great.
So he's going to take 11 points of damage. He's already taken 4 from the thunder wave. I got to remember how many points he's got. He's got... There he is. Oh, he's got a lot of hit points. That's good. Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay. So he's good. And now Angry Gnome Wizard type is going to roll. And he's not got a great constitution either. So that's not good for me, but it's great for you. Oh, he actually does have a pretty good. He gets +2 on this roll. So he's going to roll and get... Oh, yeah. So he'll take 5 points of damage. He can take that. Okay. So would you like to do anything else?
All I can do is move and speak, correct? Or have a bonus action, which I don't believe I have.
Correct.
Okay. No, Norman's right there, and I'm standing above what looks like Aragorn, so he can't, he'd have to go up the other opposite stairs to even get at me, right?
Or climb up. You're only separated by about 8 or 9 feet.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, well then maybe I take... Oops, damn it.
You figured out how to ping, Brooke. That's great.
Yeah, okay, she kind of goes like that then.
Okay. Very good. Next up, Norman at 9.
Okay. So I finally wiggle out of my extra large clothes to reveal that my quarterstaff has been under there the whole time.
It's been hanging the sleeves out the whole time.
Yeah, scarecrow style. And so I make a big show of it, and I go to attack the bandana guy first.
Bandana guy, sweet.
Just a quarterstaff attack. Looks kind of like...
Oh,
yeah, 15 plus 7, 22.
Rolling it when it counts. Yeah, that's a hit.
Hang on a second.
Wait, I'm even going to give it a nice whack sound there. Nice.
Whack sound. Oh, and 10 damage.
Holy cow, 10 points of damage. That hurt. Okay.
He's still standing?
He's still standing.
Then I'm going to attack him a second time using extra attack. Same deal.
So this is a hand-to-hand attack. This is your fist or kick or something?
No. An extra attack. I can attack twice instead of once whenever I take an attack action on my turn.
Oh, that's right. You have reached that point. Yes, do it.
So I'm just straight up gonna whack the guy one more time.
Yeah.
And it's gonna sound like... so that is a 15.
15
nice.
Is enough to hit him. Yeah, you got
Norman,
him.
you've become uber.
Listen, he rolls it when it counts.
No, but he's got some kick-ass attacks here, too.
He
That
does.
+7 to his attack.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
And that's a 6 total damage.
6 total. He's on the ropes. He's wavering from the massive damage you're doing to him, but he is not down.
Okay, and so now I would like to spend a key point to attack the other dude with Stunning Strike.
Ooh.
Is that a thing I can do?
That totally is a thing you can do.
All right. How does that work? So with Stunning Strike, of course, I can stun somebody and they won't be able to do anything until a round later.
Yeah, so the way this works is you need to attack him, and then if you hit him, you can spend a key point to make a Stunning Strike. He has to make a Constitution save. So what you can do is you can use your bonus attack to do the extra attack, your unarmed attack.
Flurry of blows or whatever.
No, it doesn't have to be the flurry of blows. It's as a monk, you get to do that thing where you attack with your main weapon, and then as a bonus, you can do a hand-to-hand attack.
Okay, so this is to see if I can even do Stunning Strike.
Exactly.
All right, oops, stand by. Here we go. God damn it.
That doesn't look good.
Is that +7, so 10.
10 is not enough. So your hand goes wide as he pulls his head off to the side, and you're just all ready to do that Stunning Strike, but no, doesn't happen.
Well, shit.
All right. Next up, John Geronite.
Come on, Jojo.
I'm going to attack number 1.
Number 1. Okay. Now, that said, by moving away from that dude in front of Norman, you do trigger an opportunity attack. He's going to try and...
Hold on. I didn't know. Didn't see that guy. How about I just kill that guy?
Oh, you can do that. He's the guy that Norman has been wailing on with his quarterstaff.
Yeah, I'll just finish him off.
All right. So we'll move you back over there.
Pardon me.
Why aren't you moving? Oh, didn't want to move the boat.
Uh-oh.
That sucked. Hold on. The boat will be resuming its normal place in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Possible it needs to. What's going on? Okay, this is more or less accurate.
Oh God, I'm walking the plank.
Amusement park ride.
Okay, that totally looked legit. Okay, and is the boat just gone now, or is that just me? No, it's there. All right, let's leave it alone.
I rolled an 8 plus 6 for 14.
Okay, that is enough to hit that guy. So yeah, you hit him.
And I'll roll 2d6 plus 3.
Oh yeah, that is 11 if my math is correct. So that is more than enough to dispatch him. Do you want to describe how that happens?
Yeah, I'm going to skewer him down the throat, lift him up, so he's
flailing around
his head and then up straight above me, and then kind of fling him out into the ocean.
Okay.
But keep his guts on my sword.
Well, no doubt.
You're conveying emotion and a feeling with that. I think that's beautiful.
He lands on the boat that you brought, so we'll deal with him later. Yeah. Excellent work, sir. Turgar goes on 3. We'll let you go first before the pirates go, or smugglers, or legitimate business people. Yeah.
These 2 crocodile people are sleeping still.
It would appear that they have not roused yet.
And it's going to sound like a stupid question, and I'm not being an idiot. How are they sleeping? Are they sleeping like both their heads are facing west? One's head's facing west. How are they positioned on their bunks?
Well, that's an interesting point. They do have tails, so I'm guessing they're sleeping on their sides.
Away from me, then. Like they're facing the if their tails are facing me.
You're asking if they're facing away so that you can't be seen?
No, not necessarily.
All right, I'm gonna roll. Not necessarily.
I'm not. I'm actually not. That it actually isn't. I want to know where their limbs are.
Okay, I'm gonna roll some dice. Evens are that they're facing the outside, and odds that they're facing the inside. So they are all facing the inside towards that table.
Are they? There's only 2 of them though, right? Because you rolled 3 die.
No, there are 3 of them there. I don't know if you can.
Oh, there's only 2 that we can see.
I see 3. Yeah.
Oh, this changes. This changes my whole.
I see 3.
Yeah, there's 2 on the north side and 1 in the.
Like where I am? Am I sitting on one? Is that why?
Oh, there's the third.
There. I didn't see that one. I couldn't see it. This changes everything. Okay, it actually does.
Just like that.
Because I was gonna appear in Terragar form. I have my manacles. I was gonna lock them to their beds, but like connect like a foot to a leg. But I guess I could still do that.
And then take on
the beds that they're sitting on. Are there posts?
They're hammocks.
They're hammocks.
Yep.
So there's nothing metallic or wooden that I could secure, like tie them up, sort of to.
Probably not. I mean, it's pretty much. Well, I mean, the chairs are bolted to the floor, so you could maybe run some rope through the chairs or something. But I mean, what is the overall effect you're trying to achieve here? I guess
I was trying to basically take them out of the fight by securing them into the cabin, so that I could then go fight on the main deck. I just find it super weird that these things aren't even bothering. Either they're not in league with these guys, or they're above it and just don't give a shit, or like they might, and they don't appear to be prisoners. They've got weapons by them, right?
They have some spears underneath their hammocks within easy reach.
Species typically evil.
Let's have you roll a nature check and see what you recall from your days in lizard folk school. Yeah, you were
2 plus. Hold on, I've got a great nature thing. 5.
5. Well, you haven't really encountered a lot of lizard people in your time, but they're not a highly intelligent race. But they do understand common. You would know that from your experience on board the lizard's boat, that they can fashion tools. So whether that makes them evil or good is in the eye of the beholder. All right, Dan, Brooks getting hungry.
I'm
getting hungry.
Does the door open in or out? Does it go out towards the ship, or does it open into the cabin?
The one that leads to the main deck opens out onto the main deck. This, you know what? They can open either way. They're just a really.
I'm trying to be creative. I've got a really terrible situation. I'm a rat, and I've got 3 crocodiles in a room with me.
It's true. It's not
Dan,
wrong.
do you want a whole week to think about it?
I've been patient all night.
You have been a good man.
I don't know what to do.
All right.
No, Andrew, just wait.
Okay.
I can't ask these guys, right? Because they're not with me.
That is true.
All right.
Check the chat.
I'm not on. What's the chat saying?
Do whatever you want.
All right.
Yeah.
I like the hammock. The hammock chat.
I'm going
they're
to
practically in nets already.
All right. I'm going to follow through with my original plan. I'm coming over here. I'm transforming back into Terragar form.
Roger.
As I do it, I'm taking out my manacles and I'm securing it. Like, are these guys head to head right now, or head to feet? The 2 guys.
They're all facing in
north. I know they're facing in, but am I attaching an ankle to a wrist with my manacles?
I'm going to say that they are head to head on the north side.
So I'm going to attach my manacles as I turn into Terragar to their 2 wrists. So the handcuffs are going onto both wrists.
Okay. So it All right, so this is the moment we're going to dramatically end our scene for the night when you transform back into... Yeah, well, Brooke is going to kill somebody, and it's probably going to be Andre. So as you transform back into Tergar and you pull your manacles from their bag, they make a bit of a clink noise, and as you approach the lizard person number 1 and 2 to put them on, their eyes blink open, and you lock eyes, and they have that glint of... I'm not sure if I like the idea of being manacled, and you have a glint of irk.
I should have had a roll on that, Andrew.
I know you should have, but we've all been waiting for this moment, so here's where we are. There will be rolls next time.
Okay, all right.
Excellent. So, and I'm also going to remember that is that the bad guys will have their turn when we come back next week, next Monday, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yep.
We're on again next Monday. Okay, great.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the amazing chat. I'm going to recap this to everybody once we are offline for the night. Anybody got any exciting words they want to share with the world before we wrap?
Have a cat?
Yeah.
Oh, a cat view.
More.
My podcast just completed its 3rd season, Andrew.
Hey, congratulations, Dan.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to hearing some eps.
75 episodes of The Weird. That's with WYRD, The Weird.
I'm going to use that for Wordle tomorrow.
What's that?
I'm going to use that for Wordle tomorrow.
There you go. Try that word out.
Not as good as Adzai. All right.
Anyway.
Thanks, everybody. It was really great, and I look forward to seeing you in a week.